Hey again everyone, and welcome back to the channel for the next installment in our new figure showcase series. And again, if you're joining us for the first time, it's just a series of videos I do where I basically take a look at a newer addition to the collection, do a little unboxing and a bit of a review, and more often than not it will be a newer release. So for today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Supergirl figure by Hot Toys based on her appearance in the Flash movie, which kind of capped off the Snyder verse. I guess Aquaman kind of did that, but this seemed to be the big event movie that nobody went to see. So look, I saw the movie. I thought it was entertaining. I didn't think it was as horrible as everybody made it out to be, but I didn't think it was that good either, right? Which is a kind of a problem when you consider you have Michael Keaton back, and you have Ben Affleck's last appearance as Batman as well. So it was just unfortunate that the movie turned out the way it did. But look, we're here to talk about Supergirl. And I will say that I did like the casting of Supergirl here. I know she's not the traditional looking version of the character, not the blonde-eyed, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed version. But I did think it was unique, and I thought it was an interesting take on the character. And I did think she would pair nicely with a Henry Cavill Superman figure. And that's more why I ended up getting her. I thought her appearance in the movie was decent as well, and she had some great sequences, although again a little bit underused, and unfortunately we'll never get the opportunity to see where this character could have gone because the DC universe is getting revamped. So anyway, looking at the figure that Hot Toys is giving us, you'll get an idea that this is going to be a quick review because you're basically getting nothing. You get the figure, a bunch of hands, and a dynamic flight stand, and that is it. So with that out of the way, let's jump right into the accessories, and let's jump into the ones we're getting the most of, which are the hands. And look, you're basically getting right and left-handed versions of the same exact thing. So they're splayed out in the same exact way. It's the same exact kind of dynamically posed hand. You just have to pick which hand you're going to choose. They look fine, right? Skin texture and skin paint apps are decent. And the nice bit of texturing on the suit portion near the top of the hand also looks good. But overall, you can't really complain about these. You're getting exactly what you need to pose with Supergirl. Then you get this base. Now, this did come with the Flash. It did come with the new Superman. The new old Keaton Batman. It's interesting. I don't know that I'm dying to display my figure with this. It's a little bulky, to be honest, but it does also have a light up feature, which we'll see later on. It's decent overall, right? So now, taking a look at the sculpt here. This was a sculpt that was met with a lot of controversy at the start. And I agreed with it, right? I thought the prototype was not good. And I'm glad to see that Hot Toys did go back, and we saw this at some of the shows, that they did update the sculpt a lot, right? It's a much better looking just sculpt in general, from the detail on the eyes, the texturing, the detail on the sculpted hair, which is short. I do think there's a likeness here to the actress that was definitely missing from the original. Now, is the sculpt soft? I don't think so. I think in hand it is not soft. She is also a younger actress, so it's not like we're going to expect a heavily wrinkled face that has a ton of detailing on it. So I think Hot Toys accomplished what they needed to do here, and it's a decent, really, actually more than decent. I think it's a solid sculpt. Now, as far as the suit, it's basically a one-piece red and blue suit. Unlike the Superman one, which is primarily blue with some red accents, on the boots and the cape, she does have that upper portion for her chest that runs down the arms that does have that red, and there is a nice distinct pattern to the suit as well. That's a textured element. The Superman logo, or the Hope logo, the Kal-El crest, or the House of El crest, is well done. It's very intricate, and again, it jives well with kind of the Henry Cavill, Zack Snyder version of the suit. And it also has that same kind of detailing around with the lines, and just, it's very much in universe, which I do like, because I think it will pair nicely with those other figures. Now, as far as posability, the figure is actually really, really good in terms of posability. The suit I did not find to be restrictive at all. I will say the only thing that kind of gave me a little bit of a was the cape. Hot Toys and capes, usually not the best match there. It poses well, but it's not their best. It feels cheap out of the box, right? It's very thin material. It doesn't drape, so this is meant to be posed with it being fully wired, and it at least accomplishes that. But look, this is not a figure that I don't want to say is very exciting, because I do like it a lot. I actually like it a lot more than maybe I'm making it seem like. I think she looks great. She's Supergirl. She looks incredible. I think she poses really well, and there's just a little bit of a presence to her, which I really enjoy. Look, given that she's a character that basically has superhuman strength, right, super speed, laser vision, and the like, you don't expect her to come with a lot of accessories, and I think that's what you're seeing here. But I think it's a great representation of the character, and Hot Toys did a great job. Now, if you're not a fan of the Flash or the Snyderverse kind of DC world, I can see why this figure wouldn't necessarily be appealing to you. But if you are looking for a multiverse kind of alternate universe look for Supergirl, I think you'll be pretty happy with the end result here. I think Hot Toys ended up doing something pretty solid overall, and I do have to give them credit too for the hand swaps, which are pretty easy on this one. No major issues. So for me, I'm very excited to have her in hand. A very straightforward, simple figure, dynamic, yes, great looking, aesthetically, yes. Is it the most exciting figure? I think that depends on your take in terms of what you're looking for your 6-scale releases. But for me, a very, very solid release and a great addition to the collection. So let me know your thoughts. And as always, we'll touch base on the next video.